5 people are dead, all as a result of the spring storm moving across the U.S. It is packing quite a punch. Rain, cold, and snow. Steve is in the Storm Center with more on what we can expect, Steve. It feels like it's starting to move in here. Some district residents want the city to remove some unusual eyesores ASAP. The U.S. Olympic Committee announced today which American city will compete to host the 2016 Summer Games.
So what did your husband say about his brackets today?
Bloody Sunday for his bracket today. Have a good night. There's a new development in the works, and it could include 2 of the tallest buildings in the metro area. Yesterday, the Arlington County Board unanimously approved construction of the Roslyn Central Place Towers. And there is some controversy over the towers. Critics say they would be a threat to air safety for jets flying to Reagan National Airport, and they would overshadow the monuments in D.C. For thousands of people, today was a time to remember. Family members of those killed in Afghanistan and Iraq gathered on the National Mall to remember their loved ones. A fast-moving wildfire is spreading across Los Angeles County tonight. So far, it's burned more than 2,500 acres. Iraq, immigration, and national security are sure to be at the forefront as the Democratic presidential candidates meet tonight for another debate. Brian Moore has a preview. In downtown D.C. today, some folks were out celebrating in the warm weather. The 10-day Capitol Pride event wrapped up with a street fair today.
Shannon just told us she is Bream, as in Sid Bream. I mean, you've been holding back. We had no idea.
I'm impressed.
You know, we're not related by blood. I have no athletic talent, just by marriage. Well, I'll see you again at 11. Have a great night. 5 people are under arrest after a series of raids. British officials say they are part of an al-Qaeda-linked network, and they planned at least 3 bombings. Harry Smith has the latest from London. In Iraq, more than 24 people were killed in the latest round of bombings. Kind of an addicting website.
Yeah, it is. I surfed it a bit today.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you can get sucked right in there. And I'm Shannon Bream. We're going to have that story in just a moment. But first, parts of our area are dealing with some severe weather right now. Potential parking problems around the district's new baseball stadium are prompting officials to consider discounts for fans who metro to the games.
We are going to go out to the park now because they're back.
A disaster drill at the University of Miami recreated a scenario that looked a lot like the Virginia Tech massacre. Also, the House declared a new direction in energy policy today. Lawmakers approved $16 billion in taxes on oil companies. They also provided billions of dollars in tax breaks and incentives for renewable energy and conservation efforts.
Okay. Next.
Stay with us. Well, football is back on the field, and there were some highlights to the win last night. And we'll see you tonight at 11 after football. Have a great Sunday night. Thank you, Steve. 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 Thank you, Steve.